What is up, Flockers? That is my fellow lockers and aspiring lockers. In today's video, I'm going to be addressing how you can keep your locks moisturized, keep your hair and your scalp feeling moisturized, and just not being out here dry and brittle. So if you're interested in that, then stick around. I've been seeing some comments recently on some of my videos where people are asking how I moisturize my locks, how I keep them moisturized and just not feeling brittle, keep my scalp intact. I've made a lot of videos already, some which I may link to in the description box of the specific products that I use so that you can look into them yourself and see if you'd like to purchase them yourself to try. But I feel like there are some basic things that I have done for my locks to keep them feeling moisturized. And I think that you can implement them pretty simply too, in addition to those products. Now, those that have been on my channel for a while know that I swear by the Royal Oils Scalp Elixir, because that has gotten my scalp together so many times and in between washes when you're not ready to wash, but you got to go on about life, but you don't want to have a dry, itchy, flaky scalp. That Scalp Elixir is king, it's queen, it does what it needs to do. So I would definitely recommend that as a product that you should check out. It's got the right amount of tingle, it's got a wonderful smell to it, and it works. It works for me, it's worked for a lot of other people who have also given me their feedback and been like, yes, I swear by that stuff too. So that is one product that you can definitely look into. And the whole Royal Oils line by Head and Shoulders, I think it's really good for people with kinky, coily textured hair. So you might want to give that a check or look into that. I know it's sold at local stores like Walmart and Target. I typically get my stuff on Amazon because it's just easier for me that way instead of having to go to my local Target hoping that it's there and then they don't have the products in stock or whatever. So Amazon might be the best bet for you as well. And like I said, I'll link some of that in the description box below. But some things that you can do in the immediate future without having to necessarily get products that might be stuff you already have around your house is make sure you keep a spray bottle on hand. Now, these are the ones that have the like fine mist. And I just find that the fine mist is just nicer because then you're not saturating your hair with water. But starting in the morning with just spraying your hair, and then at night, maybe before you go to bed, just a little bit. You don't need your hair, like I said, sopping wet and dripping, but making sure that you keep actual moisture in your hair. And this is something that you can do quickly. Just refill with some warm water or something in the mornings. And it's not a big step. It's not requiring you to do anything. You already got water at home, so you're not having to spend money unless you have to buy a water bottle, which you might, like I said. But if you already have a water bottle, you don't have to go out and get a fine mist one. I just prefer this one because it just feels nice, it's sleek, and the mist is fine. I probably can't see that on camera at all, but the mist is fine, and I just really like how fine the mist is, again, so that your hair doesn't end up being super damp. Something else that I have used several times, and it is a staple in any lock regimen that I have right now, and I would recommend you do it too if you already have one, is use a steamer. Now, this is a Conair steamer that I got from Target, I believe. But again, you can find this on Amazon, and it's for steaming clothes. But can I tell you that if it can steam your clothes, it can steam your hair as well. This thing is multifunctional. So not only do I use it for my locks for steaming clothes, but I also use it when I got a sinus infection and I need to clear my sinuses and do a steam treatment or whatever. So it's multi-purpose. So I promise you, it was less than $20. I think I paid like $12 or $15 for it in the end. But it serves its purpose. And this right here, when you have locks and you can guide the steam and direct it to where you want it to go, if you use the steamer on your locks, if you've never used the steamer on your locks, I promise you, give it a try and just see how soft and pliable your locks feel afterwards. It's night and day comparison when you add steam to your locks. Now, if you don't have that, of course, you can, in the shower, let your hair be steamed by the shower. But there's something about that direct steam when you can get it closer and it's more directed than when you're in the shower that just does something different. And it just opens up the hair follicles, makes them ready to absorb moisture and oil if you put that on there. Now, I know in the lock community, especially in the Microloc community, it can be taboo to talk about oils and putting stuff on it because especially in the Sisterlock community specifically, They really harp on using nothing except for water, maybe rose water and stuff like that on your locks. For someone like me and mine, and the way that my hair and my scalp are set up, that was never going to work for me. Just putting water on my hair, my skin doesn't like it either. Like, I have to put moisture back into my skin and my hair, otherwise it's going to be dry, it's going to be brittle, and it's going to flake and look a hot mess. So something that I started doing very early on in my microloc journey was putting oil in my hair. Now, this here is a DIY oil that I made. I have a video, a couple of videos that I've shown exactly how I make my DIY oil and what I put into it. But you don't have to have a DIY oil. If you find an oil in a store that you like, I just like making my own because then I know exactly what is being put onto my scalp and in my hair. But I use very thin oils, you know, not something that's heavy, that's going to weigh your hair down. So that is the most important thing. But if you find something in the store that is light and it seems like the ingredients are healthy and something useful for your hair, then give it a try, just see. But can I tell you, when you pair steaming your locks and then after steaming your locks, locking that moisture in with some oil, it's like a deep hot oil treatment without having to do the full hot oil treatment, which is also a way that you can moisturize your locks, but that's a whole different thing. But yes, something as simple as using a spray bottle regularly on your locks, using a steamer from time to time, and then also locking in that moisture, whether it's with the steamer or the spray bottle, with some type of light oil or a leave-in conditioner, can make all the difference in your lock journey, in your health journey, and just making your locks look and feel healthy and strong. And I'm telling you, that is where it's at. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button so that I know what type of content you're enjoying, and also subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you in the next one.